Definitely trying something new today. Hopefully, A, we've got some exciting news, and two, this is going to be shorter than the last few videos. But hey, welcome back to Riding Every Day. We're going to try to take a tell, show, do approach. So like right here on the front end, I'll give you a quick outline what we're doing and hope to accomplish in this particular session, for lack of a better term. And this is kind of my start point here. So this is definitely a riding everyday ride. I'm testing out just a quickie neighborhood loop and take y'all along for the ride. The loop itself maps out at right about 3 miles. So the idea is just to have something laid out. Just on those days, you just kind of got to force yourself to ride. And today is one of those days for me. I say that, I don't mind riding, but I didn't really want to do a neighborhood ride, but I damn sure didn't want to go through all of the rigmarole of loading up and going somewhere more fun to ride. So you're going to see my 3 mile loop here. We're going to share some news with you, explain some whys and wherefores. Again, playing with the concept, playing with the tech, playing with the format, trying to get things dialed in, and take it from there. Let's see. So we're in tour mode. Let's put this in eco mode. We're definitely going to work on just our riding every day. We'll get an hour out of it at least today. And I don't know about you, a little bit of a breeze out there. But I'm one of those that dreading's not the right word, but maybe I'm not as motivated for a ride as I would prefer to be. I'm kind of in that mode right now, but I also know that usually about 15 minutes into one of those rides, it's like, oh shit, yeah, let's make a day of it. So maybe after the loop here, maybe I'll get froggy and want to go check out some other stuff. Part of what we're trying out is a slightly different mic layout. The last video I did that I edited, I was picking up some random mic noise. I think it might have been my shirt in the wind, maybe blowing out the mic from time to time. And that's kind of, yeah, there's a breeze out there. Woo-wee. Well, we'll get to see them if the new mic format works or not. So the idea for this one, well, let's get in a better place. About 5 minutes, we'll dig down to the real nuts and the bolts of why we're laying out this loop here. Actually, I find it very exciting. It made my weekend, quite frankly. So what I'm going to do, going to go around our roundabout here and hop on a touch of bike path that we have. Not that this road's particularly sketch, but hey, if you got bike path, why not use it, right? Let's see. But I'm exporting the video my last video that I did. It worked out to like an hour and 20 minutes hour and 4 minutes. And that was very little editing. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm trying to find ways to do this that minimize the editing time. But I also recognize that some of the stuff you guys have no need to see or experience or hear or whatever else. But again, dialing in the format, you know, I want to demonstrate just little things people can do to help encourage them to ride every day. But in turn, you know what? If one of our longer videos that goes on for an hour, hour and a half, who knows, maybe longer somewhere down the road, I honestly don't know. If one of those, you know, is something somebody can use while they're sitting on the trainer, just to put in an hour or an hour and a half on the trainer that they normally wouldn't have, I consider that a win. So we're trying this part out here, see what this is like. We've got this roundabout to deal with. I want to see how well it works. I mean, obviously we could just go around the roundabout, but you know, who wants to be in a roundabout with a tractor trailer on a bicycle? Not me. But people are stupid on roundabouts. Okay, so we're all clear all the way around. So hey, let's use our bike paths and crosswalks when they're here. All right, clear, clear, go across. Hypothetically, may try this next time. Maybe get another half mile out of it. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see what we run into with this. But on Ride with GPS, this one mapped out at right at 3 miles. And in a touch, I'll really explain the whys and the wherefores of laying this out. You have the simple answer. Okay, now we're out of the headwind, so it makes it easier to talk. Hopefully the mic's working better. So many changes around here. I wonder what they're doing over there. Well, we will find out shortly. Looks like an AT&T truck. All right. Well, that's an easy eco mode. You know, we're gonna just for shits and giggles, let's see what it's like to ride the bike today without assist whenever it seems viable. So, no assist. Yeah, that's definitely draggy. Definitely draggy. But yeah, the 3 mile loop is, again, it's real simple. It's like, all right, Kevin, make yourself ride your bike today. Just roll out of the house. Make sure you got helmet on. I don't even have my gloves. They're in the washer. My cap's in the washer. I've got my heart rate monitor. I've got my Varia. You probably heard that beeping. But also, it's like, let's see if we, find the safest route possible so we don't even have to think about it and worry about traffic. And that's not just for me. We're about to touch on that very shortly on the whys and the wherefores of this. Again, very exciting news. Let's see, is this bike path? This just turns into rinky-dink sidewalk. So we move over here, take the lane. Ooh, and we turn our assist back on because we've got a slight incline and a breeze we're going into. But we're doing eco mode. Let's see. Heart rate 113. Need to work on my heart rate. Helicopter. Let's see. Yeah, 10 minutes in, and we're not at heart rate yet. I need to work on that. That's okay. Baby steps, right? So this used to be the main road in and out of the neighborhood, but nobody uses it anymore because they put in the new 170 corridor and you can't get across it here. So where we did that roundabout, that's where everybody goes in and out of the neighborhood now. So this is basically an almost dead road here, super safe. Hanger right here onto Keller Hazlitt Road. This is an almost dead road, again, super safe. Yeah, there's headwind out there, helping us get the heart rate up a touch. So, the exciting news, and one of the main reasons I'm laying out this route, starting to put out these videos. I don't have any big plans. I don't know what's going to come of it, if any. Well, what's going to come of it is it's going to help motivate me to keep riding and talk through things to you guys, but that work things through my own head, my own thought process. But if it helps other people narrow down their processes and motivations, I'm happy. I'm happy if it works out that way. And along those lines, okay, that's why all that water's running. Wow, that's a new pond. We'll check that out on the next lap. So we have our first riding every day, for lack of better term, convert. This is super exciting to me. So 2.5 miles, but that's with a little bit of oh, nope, I shouldn't have done it this way, I don't think. Probably should have gone out to the road. That's all right. We'll make it work. Car back, car left, car in front of us. All right, so we're going to hop this curb, wait for this car to go by, and go back in the neighborhood for a bit. But we have our first, so next time we'll make that right and catch that left-hand turn lane. And that's why we're scoping this route out. How do we do this and just make it an efficient loop? But back to the exciting news. Our first official riding everyday convert, including a bike sale, I might add. Episode whatever today's date is, 7/16/24, brought to you by Mad Dog Cyclery and Salsa Cycles. Is my lovely bride. She was sitting down with me reviewing an episode. I do watch my own episodes after they upload to YouTube, and I play them on the TV just to see how they work, to help dial things in for future reference. And she just happened to be hanging out while I was watching that one, and she's like, I really ought to get back on the bike again. I think watching this, I think an e-bike would be a good fit for me to help me get there. And make no mistake, I've been wanting to figure out how to get a Salsa Confluence in the household since Salsa came out with their e-bikes. And I recognized from the get-go that was probably a really good platform for Jan. And right then and there, I called our friends at Mad Duck Cyclery and Grapevine. Hey, y'all have a Confluence in Jan's size? Coincidentally, they did. We picked it up Saturday afternoon, took her on her first ride on it at the Fort Worth Trinity Trails yesterday, Sunday. She enjoyed that. And she was pleasantly surprised by the bike. And I've had very, very limited saddle time on it, but I've checked out, and I think it's a really neat platform for the right use case. We'll spend more time on that at some point. All right, so we're 3 miles of pedaling, but probably like 2 3/4 miles on the loop itself. So the idea is, yes, this is a convenient loop for me, but the reality is around here, if I know I want to spend an hour on the bike, an hour and a half or whatever, and just roll from the front door or the garage, however you want to look at it, I've got other stuff that I would probably do for myself, but this, just having a pre-formatted 3-mile loop, so if she has 30 minutes or 45 minutes or whatever, just go do 3 of these laps. There's 9 miles. Do 4 of them. There's 12 miles. That'll get you your 45 minutes to an hour, whatever you're shooting for there. And it's something that she can do on the fly too, when it's like, oh, waiting on some files to upload, or I just got off a conference call and don't have anything else to do on a structured or scheduled to do for the next 2 hours, whatever. If I find some routes that's easy for her to just hop on the bike and do whenever it fits into her schedule, hopefully that encourages her to do more riding. I'm not going to say Jan's going to be riding every day yet, but one good ride, hopefully with me. I like riding bikes with her each week, and then a couple rides on her own, building up fitness, building up stamina. And speaking of which, I am way underperforming on the heart rate here. We need to take it up a notch. So we're going to do one more loop. So to wrap up today, we're going to end up at 15 miles, hour 10-ish, hour 12-ish, somewhere around there. Definitely just out the front door ride, and very close to nailing down a 4-mile loop. We'll catch y'all next time. Stop recording.